Are there men that look ugly to straight women but hot to gay men? And if so, why? Edit: I get a lot more attention from men than ladies when I go to bars or use dating apps. I wouldn't say I come across like one of the stereotypical subgroups that this is usually true for, i.e. bears. Twinks. Then again, what do I know? I'm 6 feet, by the way, not fat. Absolutely. I used to be incredibly skinny, to the point where I had no chance with a woman as soon as she saw me. I went to a gay club one time, and that night I got more romantic attention than I have from women in my entire life put together. I'm 43. Unfortunately for me, I'm not even slightly bisexual. There are men that look hot to straight women that look ugly to other straight women. Whether gay men have equally varied tastes? Yes. You are probably attractive. Gay guys are much more used to making the first move with an attractive guy than women are. A gay guy will just walk up to you and talk to you. A straight woman will probably try and make themselves look approachable and try for eye contact. Or something like that. M2C anyway. It's weird. To girls I was never attractive. I tried. Never really took. Came out. Gingers are like catnip to gays. Weird how that worked. I think you're probably just seeing the general difference between men and women. Men, gay or straight, are traditionally expected to be the pursuer and women, straight ones, at least, are traditionally expected to be the pursued. Most of the gay men I have known tended to be much more forward than the women I've known. And I don't think it has anything to do with their preferences so much as their gender roles. Also keep in mind that women often have a history of being hit on, harassed by men constantly, so they may be loath to invite more male attention at any given moment. Couldn't it just be that men tend to be the ones to approach other people first? Even gay men? So if OP walks into a bar and 10 women think he's hot, he might not have any approach him. But if 10 gay men think he's got, some probably would. Which would make him think that guys like him more, when it's mostly that guys tend to initiate contact more than women. Yes, I know those are generalizations, but they hold up well enough. I think men in general just tend to be more forward about finding others attractive and reaching out for contact. My partner M and IFR. To spare details. Freaky and both bisexual, lol. He gets way more attention on Grindr than anywhere else. Things that aren't typically popular with women but skew masculine, like body hair and bellies, usually have an explicit fetish culture with gay men. It might be that men are more likely to approach you when they are interested as opposed to women. That will drop hints that they are approachable. You are just noticing what it is like to be approached from someone interested in you. Women don't often approach first. But as men we are raised that it is our responsibility, yada yada. We love a sloppy daddy. I think it could be because men just make their attraction known more often than women. And also we find more people hot than women in general. There is a lot of variation in what people find attractive. I see all these entertainment magazines that show all these hot stars, and frankly I don't see the attraction at all. As examples, Brad Pitt? Not my style. Don't find him attractive. Kardashians? Why do people like them? And I could go on and on. Beauty is really in the eye of the beholder. Everyone is differently attractive to everyone. I think it's more that gay guys are more open to coming on to someone that they are attracted to. Women tend to be a little more reserved and hope that the guy will make the move. Women are definitely more discreet about checking you out. You have to be very observant to figure out that a woman is looking you up and down. There are men that some straight women find irresistible that other straight women find repulsive. There's no single standard. So yes, you are thinking that a man or anyone for the matter, is either universally attractive or is not. Beauty depends on who is observing it. You could be attractive to Stacy down the hall, ugly to Kimberly 2 cubicles down, and hot to Jim in HR. Men are typically the ones that initiate, so that is why it appears you have more men interested in you. One person's trash is another's treasure. Physical attraction is subjective. There is someone for everyone. For example, I am a gay man. I have been mostly attracted to those not considered classically handsome. But that is how biology works for all. I used to live in the gayborhood in Philadelphia, and I couldn't step outside my apartment for a cigarette without being catcalled by men. But I've had other gay men tell me they didn't think I was good looking. I've had hot women tell other people they couldn't believe how hot I was. I've also had hot women wave me away when I approached them. It's all relative. The reason for this on the gay men's part is something called internalized homophobia. There's a small percentage of out and proud gay and bi men who literally despise gay and bi men, but only pursue and crush on straight men. Their homophobia just takes a different journey than the down low trope. Everyone looks hot and ugly. No one has the same tastes. I'm ugly and hot depending on who you ask. Perfect example: Channing Tatum. I think he's ugly. Others think he's hot. There's no one who is universally ugly hot to any demographic. So yes. But also the question is kind of off. What bars are you going to that you're getting hit on by men? I'm a guy, and the only time I've gotten hit on by another guy is if I go to gay bars. With apps, what do you put in your profile? If you label yourself bisexual, it could turn some women off. I personally don't mind hooking up with a guy who swings both ways. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some women and men like Bishonen men, Twinkies, femboys, and metrosexual guys. Then there are some who are chubby chasers, into bears, cubs, and into MILFs DILFs. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I firmly believe that we cannot see ourselves the way others can perceive us. You like what you like. I mean, even as a straight male, there are women my friends would consider attractive that I don't consider attractive. People just have their preferences. If we're comparing women my age to gay men twice my age, then absolutely. TBH. It's probably the fact that men like to approach more than women. The moment I realized, hey, I am likely somewhat attractive, was when my friend told me that women would approach me just as gay dudes approach me, if it was socially acceptable. Still, with the fact how completely oblivious I am, I wouldn't mind being gay. Straight dude here. I'm attractive, fit, muscular and endowed. And I get hit on by men 3-1 over women. Men are just more brash and less likely to be afraid to take their shot. When I tell them I'm straight, I've heard everything from, the lights go out, we don't know what's what, or I can put a wig on, etc. I've been hit on by lots of women and quite a few gay men. Usually short, feminine gay guys. I'm not bi or anything. Not that I'm against it. Just never turned me on. I just say why thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, if you're a straight single man, a fun gay dude can be the best wingman ever. Especially if they're hot. I mean, as a gay man myself, I most certainly have a lot of interest in men that most people don't think about one way or the other. I'm sure I like men that other people think are ugly. But I also don't like some men that other people think are incredibly attractive. So I guess the answer is I'm human and have varying tastes like everyone else does. It also doesn't mean that I can't look at women and find beauty as well. It's just not sexual or romantic feelings towards them. There are plenty of women I find gorgeous. And plenty I feel indifferent about visually.